gosh, it could have been so much worse.
La 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 la. La 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 la.
Hey guys.
Hello.
In most of our videos, we're kind of showing the really the cool stuff that we're able to do because we travel full time, the fun places that we go and visit.
Yep.
In this video, we're going to talk about the real stuff that you deal with. In fact, we're going to talk first before we start the video. We're going to tell you about in the last video that we released what was happening that we didn't film. So what was happening while we were in Tubac, Presidio?
We got a call from the dealership. We'd taken our truck in to get some stuff kind of tuned up, making sure we're all good to go to drive to Texas. We got a call from the dealership telling us that we had some stuff that needed fixed.
Yeah, 2 fuel injectors specifically needed to be replaced to the tune of
$2,000.
$2,000. So when we're talking about thousands, now we actually have to start asking the question: is it worth it, or do we just go ahead and upgrade?
We didn't want it to drop $2,000 for that and then something else break down. And
Exactly.
then something, so.
Exactly. So we started looking around in Tucson where we were to see if there were any trucks that were any good. And we didn't find anything that we were good with at that price and stuff, but we did know we were going to Texas. So
And that's the truck capital of the world. Doesn't
yeah.
everybody have a truck in Texas?
Yeah, so after talking to some mechanic friends of mine about the decision to maybe buy another truck, we decided let's go ahead and fix it, buy ourselves some time because we knew we'd be in Texas for like a month, and so we dropped $2,000 on the truck, which was not, I mean that's not easy. That's a big chunk of change. But we decided we need the vehicle. It's not only our only vehicle, it's also our tow vehicle. So let's go ahead and get it fixed. So that is thing one. So in fact, when we were in Tubac in our Arizona, one of our Arizona videos, I was actually on the phone a lot during that time, talking to friends, talking to the dealership and all of that kind of stuff, trying to make these decisions. So that was thing one. The second thing we did film, and we're going to roll now. So thanks for watching the video.
Check it out.
Check it out. See you later.
Joseph hit an awning clearance thing with low clearance with our camper, and it's now got a hole in the top of it or something. I don't know what. So he is up there. We're supposed to take it at 1:30 to a place to get fixed for something else. So I don't know exactly the damage, but he's up now trying to staple a trash bag on top so that the hole is not gaping open. It's raining. The one day it's raining in Arizona, we did this. The one day it's raining. So anyway, we'll see.
It's not tear a hole. There was a cover over your
So it just broke the vent off?
Not plastic covers all in front.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, it's not damage to your trailer. It's just a cover that covers all the vents coming
Now,
up.
it did scratch the roof pretty good. So I'm taking my camper into the shop today, and I was pulling this thing, and I hit one of these low spaces, just the one on the corner over there, and it busted off up here. It busted off the top of the vent that goes along the side here for the oven and all that stuff, and it scratched all along there, which is a huge bummer. This spot here, I think I'm just gonna leave because it seems to be okay, and I don't have any tape to put something down on it. It did scratch the crap out of that thing, but it could have been so much worse. Oh my gosh, it could have been so much worse. Anyway, so I just dropped my camper off at the repair guy, and I should have filmed more of that, but alas, I didn't.
His brain's a little distracted.
Yeah, so anyway, so the note here, or the thing to learn here, the lesson to learn that you can learn from my mistakes is don't let your guard down when you're pulling a camper. Because I wasn't in the headspace of watch the clearance, stuff like that.
I just think we were just distracted.
We were distracted, and I was like, I saw there was another camper over here, and so I came at this angle, and the angle that I was at. Had I come a little further and then turned, I would have been fine. Had I turned earlier, it would have been my air conditioner that got destroyed, not the vent. So what happened?
true.
I mean, obviously you
Did you
can't really see.
awning up there? Did you do that?
Yeah, you can't really see very well from it, but basically that, like, there's a square hole up there. Now I didn't film the hole because obviously it was raining and I wanted to fix that. So there was a hole like this big probably. In where the vent goes up, so like whenever you turn, it's a vent for your air conditioner. I mean, not for your air conditioner, for your fridge, yeah. And so it's a roof vent, and it just got absolutely demolished.
It feels kind of crazy in the midst of it, right? You feel like everything is going to be terrible. Like everything has now gotten ruined. I thought whenever we first did it that he had ripped off the corner of our truck. Of our camper. I thought he had taken out a corner of Hannah's bedroom.
There's some
And I was
debate.
like, oh my gosh. No, okay, so
There's some debate as far as what the words that came out of her mouth, but
they were definitely
my
surprised.
perception
and shocked.
were, oh crap, what have you done? So I climb up the ladder, and I get to the top of the roof, and then I'm like, oh no. So the first thing that went through my mind is, oh my gosh, there's a huge hole in our roof. And then the second thing that went through my mind was like, but it's square. And then I was like, oh, okay, I see what happened.
It's supposed to be a hole in our
immediately,
roof.
it was like coming together. Oh, okay, so I just destroyed the
Fridge vent.
The fridge vent. So that's basically what they're going to do. They'll put a new vent on it. Okay.
If
when
you're on the road, stuff's going to happen.
there's a lot of stuff that will happen that you'll need to like be
You'll make
considerate of.
mistakes, you'll rip off awnings, you'll do stuff. It just happens. Nonetheless, we just want to kind of document this right now because this is real. And it feels terrible in the moment, and it's not going to be cheap, of course, to fix. I mean, it's going to cost money.
Hopefully.
It won't be terrible. It could have been much worse. So our encouragement to you is, in the moment, just remember,
Be cool.
be cool,
relax.
be calm. It's not the end of the world. Very few things that you do like completely ruin your opportunity to like continue doing what you're doing.
Okay, folks, today's a big day. Megan, you want to tell them why it's a big day?
Because I'm gonna drive today.
So Megan is going to pull the rig for the first time ever.
I'm a little bit nervous about this.
A little bit nervous. She's scared.
A lot
Yeah.
nervous.
Yeah. So, but you know, you gotta try it sometime. And we're going on Interstate 10 for like 270 miles or something. So it's just
I may
straight
only
shot.
make it to the end of the parking lot and freak out and change my mind.
That's fine.
I mean, it could happen.
Just move slow and we'll be okay. Okay, here we go.
Hold on, there's a guy. He was gonna pull out. Looks like he changed his mind. He was gonna make me feel better. Then he was gone.
All right.
I
Okay.
need some hand lotion. I have hand lotion. I don't want hand lotion because it's my finger hurts.
All right, here we go. I'll throw this thing on. She's doing good. We pulled out. We didn't run over anybody or anything.
I didn't
No
freak
curbs.
out yet. I
No
didn't freak
curbs
out.
hit. Today we're driving something like 300 miles, which is a healthy drive day, especially whenever we're pulling the camper because we only travel about 65 miles an hour. So Megan is driving, which is cool. She's doing really good. And I am working here on my computer. We've had it's been a very pretty drive. There are lots of Joshua trees out here, which are pretty cool. And we also saw some interesting signs that were warning people about, in the case of dust storms, to, what was it, pull over?
Pull over, turn off your lights. You can take your feet off the brakes. As is the way it goes with us. It's Friday, 4:45. We are 40 miles away from our destination for tonight. And I was driving the truck, and all of a sudden, I tried to turn it a little bit to move it a little to the left and it wasn't going very easily. I mean, it scared me to death because the power steering wasn't working well. The power steering, the brakes, everything just started getting all weird, and I was like, what happened? So this is my first time driving the truck today, and this was like, oh my gosh, and then we were pulling off on the off ramp, and I'm like, I can't even brake well. I can't turn the steering wheel to like go very well. So he switched places with me. He drove the rest of the way into the exit so that we knew we were safe, and now he's checking it out. He looked inside, he saw the serpentine belt was like shredded. So hopefully he can change it and we can get back on the road, get to our destination. We are 40 miles away from our destination.
I just gotta figure out how to get the tensioner off, but I can fix this. Yeah. Are you kidding me? This belt right here runs everything. So I got all the pieces off. It shredded the Omen.
Yeah, so we pulled down here on this exit. Of course, as we're pulling down the exit, it says state correctional facilities
Yeah, do
nearby.
not-
I'm like, oh,
Do
good.
not pick up hitchhikers.
Oh,
So I'm
good.
gonna start it up and see if I can. I'm just gonna make sure all of the things are going.
Okay, so we pulled down here. I'll show you where we're at in a minute. It's a great space to be broken down in, considering it's a huge parking lot, but he's gonna have to figure out how to fix it, which he's trying to do. So Joseph talked to our friend Jimmy. He got some advice on what might be going on. He checked in one of our pulleys on our serpentine belt deal broke. The bummer is we just spent like $2,000 getting some other stuff fixed to the truck. So we know that we need to upgrade our truck, which we knew was a thing to think about. We've gone a lot of miles on this truck and we're very grateful that it's made it this far. Joseph's trying to see if he can get the pulley piece off. Then he's gonna have to go to Advanced Auto. Is there one near? AutoZone?
There's one 12 miles away.
He's gonna try to go get the piece, try to fix it and see if we can get back on the road. I'm gonna make dinner for the kids. We're all chilling in here. We're glad we filled up our propane before we left. We have our generator.
I think that they might have water over there. We can go.
Okay, right now I'm gonna make tacos. I don't need water for tacos.
Okay.
So
Let me know if you.
I'm gonna have a glass of wine. I'm gonna make some tacos. Anyway, we have our house with us so we can just hang out while Daddy fixes what he has to fix. Poor Daddy, he has to do all the fixing. We're gonna get to dinner. Joseph called the AutoZone. They have it in stock. He's got a Lyft on the way. We got a $5 off because we hadn't used Lyft before. Kids and I and Everett were all eating dinner. Hannah made us a nice little seltzer water with lemon. So we're gonna have our dinner and then the kids and I'll maybe play a game while we wait for Daddy to get back
Yeah.
and fix the truck.
This will make it 10 times easier.
So our fearless leader's back from his Lyft ride. Hannah and I are playing a card game. The other kids are playing Slapjack.
Slapjack. Really
The other kids are playing Legos.
Boom.
See how long it takes to get it fixed.
Serpentine belt.
All right, and check this out. Look. Here, get a video of this because this is crazy.
You're on video.
Oh, I'm on video.
Surprise, you're on candid camera.
Do some videotaping. Here, check this out. Look. This right here. This is the way it's supposed to look. This is what mine looks like. See that?
Why is it so different?
Because the bearings that are inside of here that make this spin freely must have gotten like worn down, and so for years this thing has just been spinning and wearing out the inside until finally it just cut through the outside.
Finally at 4:45 on a Friday.
4:45 on a Friday.
I-
Why
that
is
is
it
like-
that Fridays are our breaking
At
down
4:45, the
days?
last time happened at 4:45
Yeah, what is
too.
up with that? It's always
We
Fridays.
should always be somewhere by 4:45 on a Friday.
That's right. That's our new goal.
Seriously.
But yeah, but the guys at AutoZone were super cool. And I was like, do you guys have a big wrench? And he's like, right over here, but you might just want to get a breaker bar. Boom. That's what a breaker bar is. Because I have to use a tensioner. Now,
Let's
I
do
might not
it!
need this.
What is that?
Dangerous tool. My man took care of business,
All
and
done.
we are here. Yep. We
This
went
will
out.
Now take our.
I don't even know where mine works.
Got my little hat on.
Yeah, so Joseph couldn't find his hat, so I let him wear mine. I got my other one, on. My Dollar Tree hat. But anyway, so we went out and he followed a diagram, did it all the way it was supposed to. I held the beater bar
You did?
I did. That was my contribution.
That would have been much harder to do with just one person. So
We were thankful for Jimmy Davis again. He
Yep.
stepped us through the process.
Jimmy Davis saving our butt again.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
He told me how to do it, and
we're gonna shut down in here. And
I have very minimal experience with.
well, you okay?
I haven't
But,
worked on my truck. I mean, I haven't
to-
worked on vehicles since I was in high school.
but to your credit,
So-
though, he understands how things work really well. He can see things and is like, oh, that's how that works. My brain doesn't work that way.
Anyway, putting a serpentine belt on, or serpentine belt, is basically like following the. That's like that stuff that was on the back of the cereal box whenever you were a kid,
Maze.
where it was like, hey, you got to go around here, and so it's just like it's kind of like solving like a puzzle. And now it's going. The truck's running. We're ready to go. I'm
So we
ready to
gotta
get back
shut
on the road.
down. We need to plug the camper back into the truck because it's
I'll go
not.
do that.
We need to unchalk. Kids are supposed to be putting their stuff
Where's
back.
the chalk? Where's the wrench for the chalk? Chalks. Good question.
Hopefully, our next stop will be in El Paso West RV Resort or whatever it's called. We'll see you in a minute. Hopefully, we don't drive down the road and stop again. We'll let you know.
Good morning. We didn't close down the video last night, but we were a little distracted. So we got here to this RV park. It's called El Paso West or West El Paso RV Park.
Don't be fooled. It's not Texas.
And it's not in Texas though. It's still in like I thought it was in Texas, but it's not. This place is not.
Our speed.
It's not really our speed. So for those of you who RV a lot, you know that places differ from RV parks and state parks and stuff like that. And even RV parks can vary wildly. For those of you though who don't know what that means, let me just show you what like a very good example. That's our neighbor, okay? I can literally reach out and touch that person's actually you can see him moving around in there.
We can hold hands.
So that's how close we are. Like that's how close we are. Like if I open my window, I could reach out and knock on their window. But there are other RV parks, even private ones, that aren't quite as bad. Like Hannah, what were you saying about Bethpage?
Bethpage is where we go for a lot with our friends every year. There, the campers are very far away from each other.
Yeah. So at Bethpage, it wouldn't be like that. At a lot of private campgrounds, it wouldn't be like that. This place, it's also like, it seems like there's a lot of places here, like there was a couple campers, like there's like an old camper, and then there's like two old cars, not trucks, old cars in the driveway, which, it's just like, clearly these people aren't traveling, they're not passing through, and, so there's a lot more, like there's a lot more permanent residents here. So anyway, the point is this probably isn't the kind of place you want to come for like vacation, but it makes, it has the hookups we need for like stopping overnight. So today we're getting up, we're going to get on the road again, and we're going to drive. Really, we're going to try to get as far as we can. We have almost 600 miles to San Antonio. So we can try to do that, but 600 miles is 10 hours. So that's not going to happen in a day, but we might get closer. I don't know. So today we're just going to drive as far as we can. It's a Saturday. I don't have to work. So I think we're just going to drive as far as we can. So this is what it looks like to be doing a long haul drive for us. But I'll do the rest of the video like this. But so on the road again, I'm going to go load up and we're going to get on the road again.
I just can't wait.
All right, we'll see you guys in a little bit.
Bye.
That right there, I believe that's a platform that's built for an air conditioner, for a window air conditioner. Well, that guy's got a great big propane tank. I guess he's a permanent resident or something. I just disconnected, raised the jack, and then unhooked the sway bar. So I quite literally just push the button, lower it back on, hook the sway bars, close the slide, and we're out of here. So yeah, that's what's next for us. We're gonna get headed out and back on the road. Thanks for watching the video.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
As you saw in the video, we not only did damage to the camper, which was a huge bummer and was pretty costly. We also broke down just after that aforementioned fix of $2,000, which was really demoralizing. So our next order of business was to replace the truck.
Yes.
And that's what happens next. So stay tuned for that because
We also did that while traveling.
yeah, we did that on the road in Texas. So, by the way, Texas is a great place to look for trucks because there is quite a bit of inventory. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
All right, stay tuned to see what we got.
Yeah, stay tuned. Be sure to subscribe so that you do get notified and click the notification bell so that you get notified of the next videos that we upload. Up next, we're going to San Antonio, Texas, and we're going to get a new truck.
Woohoo!